everybody. It's Somnium Files time. We are gonna, hopefully the lighting is okay for you guys watching. I'm trying to keep the lights off in my apartment as much as possible because it has been so hot. Unconscionably hot. Yeah, we need the autosave.
You think an ex-con doesn't deserve to be happy?
Spill it already!
You've gotta be kidding.
Who killed them? I hope you stay happy forever!
Alright, we gotta figure out who this not Mizuki is. Last Mizuki Chapter 5 M1. So I think we are on track for like the end of the game.
Oh, you came. Good. Want something to drink? With water? On the rocks? You don't have to be shy. It's on me. It's such a bizarre case, the HB serial killings. That being said, the facts are fairly straightforward. Pointing out a culprit can't be too hard. Do you already know? Terror. Who are they, really?
I was thinking about that today. Who is Terror? Like, where the fuck did the name Dahlia Boat come from? Because I don't think it's an anagram. It's definitely not an anagram of Jin Furroway or Uru Somazeki or whatever it is. Whatever his name is. Somazuki. It's close. Got theories about Dahlia Boat. Oh, I like we just fucking like tore we ripped Jin's picture in half in our file. That's fun. Yeah. So Terror is Uru Somazuki. The question is, how the fuck does he have the left side of his body? Trying to get. Oh, I think I was just trying. I could just get any of them because I have missing one. Okay, the only one I don't need is I don't need Mizuki. Got Mizuki, so I just don't need Brave. Chibi Tama Chibi Aiba. Doing a lot of the achievements. Can't go to Iva's room right now. Let's see. Who is Terror? Terror is Mama.
Right. Uru. We know he killed at least 3 people.
At least.
Jin Furue, Chikara Horadori, Andes Komeiji. But why did he kill them? What was his goal?
Why did Terror kill them? To build schools in Africa! For the nirvanA initiative.
That's right. The nirvanA initiative. The loony plan to have humans reach moksha. That's why Uru killed the 3 of them. We can put aside the little details for now. The most concerning aspect of the whole thing is the time difference. The left and right sides of the victims were found 6 years apart.
Also, he did kill Tokiko. I don't know why we left Tokiko out, but Tokiko we did find cut in half.
Regarding the first victim, the facts are already in. 6 years ago, on February 10th, Jin Furue's body fell from the ceiling of Devaita. And this year, 5 days ago, also on the 10th, Uru Somizuki's left half was found at the stadium, not Jin's. Plastic surgery and complete organ transplants. It fooled the investigators into thinking they were the same person. But what about the other victims? Chikara, Komeiji, Tokiko. How do you explain those 3? You have good intuition. You might already know.
Why did it seem like their bodies appeared after 6 years passed? Tokiko made miracles happen. Ryuki and Mizuki were hallucinating. Professor Brown created a time machine. The timeline was not in the correct order.
Right. In other words, it's not like that. It's like this.
What the fuck?
This is the timeline that you actually experienced. The red and blue lines are intertwined, almost like DNA. You started on the red line from the top, and then followed the blue line, which led you to this point. You've traversed 4 X's.
Mama's talking to us. That's why we can't go to Aiba's room, because we're not Mizuki right now. We're us. We're you, me, and all of you. We're talking to Mama.
The left side is 6 years ago, and the right side is this year. To make things easier, we'll call the left side past, and the right side present. In other words, you came here, jumping back and forth between past and present, a day at a time, all to end up here. Now do you understand? Chikara's right half was found the night of the 11th, in the past. His left half was found the next morning. Komeiji's right half was found on the 13th. His left half was found the next morning at 6 a.m.
Is that why Mizuki didn't freak out about seeing Date? Because that happened in the past? It has to, because we were looking for Kizuna.
6 years have passed, and now we're here. In the present, Tokiko's right half was found on February 12th. The next day, a little past midnight, her left half was found in the basement of Horodori Institute. Long story short, the left and right halves weren't found 6 years apart. They were all found soon after each other. Nothing supernatural here.
This is a chart that shows the flow of the story in chronological order. Fuck off. Fuck off. And that's why Ryuki was so fucking unhinged. So where's... Wait, so I can't... It's incomplete. So how do I... Oh, I just need to click out of the flowchart. Okay.
Anyway, that's just my genius analysis. Oh, but I know what you're gonna say.
Do you?
There's still tons of things that can't be explained, right? Especially, who killed Uru and Tokiko?
Yeah.
Jin, Chikara, Komeiji. It was Terror, Uru, who sliced these three in half. But then Uru was killed in the present, February 10th. Tokiko's body was found after that. So who killed Uru and Tokiko?
God.
Well, I'm sure this mess will be cleared up soon.
Did Ryuki do it? I hope Ryuki didn't do it.
By Mizuki, her friend, and by you, Freyr. So anyway, good luck with the rest of your investigation.
Thanks, Mama.
I'll be cheering you on. Huh? Who was I just talking to?
Me.
Maybe I've had a bit too much to drink. It's awfully cold tonight.
Hey, about Kizzy. Are you sure she's okay?
Don't worry. I made sure she's fine.
Kizuna went missing. Last night around 11 o'clock, Richie Chieda, her father, contacted me. Aiba and I started our search for Kizzy. After a while, I got a call on my phone. It was from her. She told me to meet her here at Iowan.
So, that makes us sisters? We're not the same age, but we're like identical twins.
Yeah.
We have almost the same genes.
That's crazy. I'm a copy of you.
Don't say it like that.
But I'm your clone, right?
Technically, yes.
She's got a different voice here now.
But our DNA isn't exactly the same.
Because she's
My
got a
genome
cold.
was rearranged. Your DNA was modified on top of that, which is why you don't have the symptoms I have. Basically, you're an upgrade. The perfect version of me.
That's fucked up.
Don't say it like that. If I revealed myself to you, you would want to know everything. And one way or another, you'd find out.
It's just in the last scene, her voice was like nearly identical to Mizuki's. Just the. Ugh, sorry. That's all I was saying.
You'd find out that your genes were spliced. That your real parents aren't Renju and Shoko. I didn't want you to end up like me. I wanted you to live a normal life. As normal as possible, anyway. Get a normal job, a normal husband, get married, start a family, live happily ever after. A life like that. But if I showed up, I would ruin all that. That's what I thought, at least.
I see. But why didn't you tell me 7 years ago in November? I was already well on my way to an abnormal life at that point.
Maybe that's true. Yeah, the same as me.
Where were you when Mizuki's parents got their eyes ripped out?
When I was 6, you were born at Horadori Institute and sent here.
The masked woman is 24?
I'm guessing they thought it was too difficult to raise you at the Institute. I remember the day you arrived like it was yesterday. You were still a baby. But the moment I saw you, I got this feeling. I started bawling my eyes out. The people at the facility didn't know we were related. Makes sense. They were told we were from 2 different places. But we're both named Mizuki, and we looked really similar.
They named you both Mizuki? Come on!
So to make it easier, everyone started calling me Big Sis. They called you Mizuki. They took me to Horadori Institute every so often for examinations. Well, I say examinations. I mean human experiments. I don't think you remember, but they did terrible things. I remember getting shots with needles as big as boba straws.
Jesus.
My time with Horadori Institute ended when I was 9, and you were 3. It shut down and we were finally free. That's about the time you were adopted by the Okiura family. But me? Well, I told you about me, right?
You were blind in one eye and had a heart condition.
Right. So it was hard to find a family who would take me. Ultimately, it was Mr. Chieda, the chairman.
So when you were 9, you were adopted by...
The Chiedas. I spent the next 6 years there. Up until I was 15. I lived under the same roof as Kizuna.
I see.
That's why she called me Big Sis.
You said something about an eccentric woman?
Yeah, I was adopted by her.
Do you mean...
Shizue Kuranushi. Boss.
Aha!
Which is why my name is Mizuki Kuranushi now. You think that sounds kinda lame, huh?
No, it's not that.
You know how we're stronger than everybody else? Maybe she thought I'd come in handy.
So she wanted to make you work for her.
I don't know if that's the truth, but that's what she told me. Boss taught me how to fight. After she adopted me, she trained me hard every day.
Your boss's presence real quick. I don't think it updates until after we finish the scene. Mizuki's adoptive mother and Date's old friend. Been there the entire game since the prologue? Huh. That's weird.
Six years ago, when I was 18, I was hired as a top-secret member of Abyss.
Very sneaky of them.
Boss wanted someone who she could rely on. Someone who would never betray her. She trusted me to handle the most sensitive situations. Basically, I'm like a ninja. Well, a kunoichi. Which is why my existence at Abyss had been hidden. The only people who know are Boss, Pewter, and Ryuki.
Ryuki? Why?
I wonder. It's like I told you. I want to know who did this to me. I know that Chikara was the mastermind, but I want solid proof. That's why I was investigating him and his institute. But then, out of the blue, he gets killed. That's why I started following the HB case.
Why does Ryuki? I asked her about what happened back then. She told me the details of what happened on the 12th and the 14th. The 12th. The 14th.
What you have seen and heard cannot be shared with anyone. If you do, I will kill her. I have an abundant amount of money. Even if I were to die, the assassins I've hired would still find her.
I see. That's why you didn't talk about what happened 6 years ago. But I think it's okay to start talking now.
We were Mizuki. In the past, we were the other Mizuki. Huh. So fucking sneaky. Hi, Iris. Hi, Izzy. Tell me. Crazy amount of love. So we need impish. Impish and brave. Keep that in mind.
Why? I was able to freeze all of Terror's hidden accounts. We don't need to worry about any assassins anymore.
I bet you don't remember anything from February 6 years ago, do you?
I do not. My body was destroyed in the explosion at the cathedral. The Abyss communication network was also offline, so there was no backup taken.
By the way, I'm curious. Why were we given the same name?
I don't know. Maybe they didn't really care about the name.
But wouldn't that make it harder to tell us apart at the Institute?
I don't think they had any trouble. We had code names at Horadori Institute. I was Mouse, and you were Rabbit.
I had that thought that Mizuki must have been at the Institute. And like, what if we were Rabbit? We were the rabbit in this Mizuki's memories.
And you remember what they called us at Iowan, right?
You were Big Sis, and I was Mizuki.
Yeah.
Is that what I called you?
No. You were still little. You couldn't talk much. You just called me BB.
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 Yeah, it's not good.
Yeah. BB, huh? Anyway, we've already spent enough time here.
BB for Big Sis.
We shouldn't be wasting time like this.
Good point. There's still tons we don't know about the HB case.
Follow me. I want to show you something. Huh? What is it?
Oh, no. It's nothing. Let's go, BB.
Got Mizuki got big sister now. Kizuna. Dashi! Still. Right. Mizuki, our Mizuki didn't know about the body.
Ah! What the fuck? This is information overload. My brains are gonna flow out of my ears.
Jeez, just relax.
I can't just relax. What is this corpse doing here? And why are Kizzy and Leon here? Oh, and most importantly, who the hell is this?
Yes! Thank you, Mizuki! This is the reaction I've been waiting for!
What, isn't it obvious?
Wait, you're that stupid porno mag collecting old man.
No.
Yes.
Why are you dressed like that? Where is Genny? What are you doing here? And one last thing. Where have you been the past 6 years? Why didn't you try to contact me?
Yeah, fucking asshole.
I'm sorry, Mizuki.
Big, stupid, shitty asshole. God, Dante, why don't you take that off?
Okay. I think I kind of get it. 6 years ago, Date lost his memory when the ceiling collapsed on him. Then he got captured by terror but managed to escape.
And he's been wandering the Earth for the past 6 years.
5 days ago, on the 10th, he heard the news about Jin's body being found.
And finally got his memory back.
That's right.
I have a trivia. My voice reaches Date's brain right now. That's because there's a reception device in his left eye socket. You can mute me by turning it off, but that's a real hassle, so it's still on. This is the same for Mizuki Kuranushi. She hears my voice too. Mizuki Kuranushi is kind of long. I'll just call her BB. Thanks, Aiba. Good trivia. I'm gonna yell at you.
I know that Horodori Institute and Nyes are both caught up in the HB case. Gen was created at the Institute, and he was acquaintances with Tokiko. So, by borrowing his mask, I could snoop on Tokiko and other members of Horodori Institute.
But why do you still look like that here?
Horodori Institute and Nyes people come here all the time. Imitating Gen makes it easier to eavesdrop on them. I'm gonna be honest, this has gotten way out of hand. I can't do this on my own. We need to work together to stop their plan.
I'm gonna smack your face
Their
off.
plan.
Yeah, the nirvanA initiative.
Mizuki loves you, you big stupid asshole. Why would you do this to her?
So first, I contacted Mizuki Kuranushi.
Date and I met 6 years ago. He knew how to get a hold of me.
I shared everything I had, then told her to find you, Mizuki.
To help stop them?
Basically. What? Do you have more insults to hurl at me for missing 6 years of your life?
No, it's not that. Maybe she just wanted to hear you say, Mizuki, you've grown so much, or something emotional like that. No, not that either.
Ah, right. For you, it's been 6 years. For me, it's different. I've been back for 4 days dressed like this. I've been watching you guys the whole time. So I don't really have anything sappy to say.
I told you it's not that.
I'm home. Welcome back. Is that what you wanted to hear?
Alright, okay. Let me try this again. Mizuki, I'm home.
Welcome back, Date. But that's not what I wanted to say. I threw away all your porno mags.
Get wrecked! You fucking asshole! It's what you deserve! And she finally got a dad, and then he has the audacity to go cosplay a restaurateur instead of going home. Exactly. What you deserve, you asshole.
Let's talk about it later. Trust me, if I explain it now, it'll only confuse you.
Stupid, perverted, porno mag collecting old man. Also my adopted father. Ugh. Hey, BB.
BB. What? Oh, nothing. I just wanted to call you by that name.
BB, where's
I
Getty?
don't know. Not here.
It's fine, I know where he is. Don't you have an idea too?
Last night, Date called me out of the blue. He told me about the corpse. And how he was pretending to be Genny. And everything else he knew.
My original. Here's what I'm missing.
I'm a little embarrassed to admit this, but Leon and I plan to elope.
What?
May I ask why?
Kizzy's father won't accept me.
Are we there for that?
He threatened to send Leon to prison if he continued to see me.
And that's when I suggested that we run off together.
And I agreed.
So you two...
Yeah. They're both on the run for love.
But we don't know exactly where we want to go yet.
Right. We need some more time to think about it. It is snowing outside, but do not worry about us. My heart is burning strong. I have told him that I am safe and sound.
Okay, well, I'm glad you weren't kidnapped.
I am so sorry that I worried you.
Yeah, I'm sorry about all this, you guys.
I suppose Big Sis has already told you everything. Big Sis and I lived in the same home for 6 years. But I never thought my Big Sis was my Big Sis's Big Sis.
It's so confusing.
Anyway, Mizuki Date, I will call you Little Big Sis from now on.
Little Big Sis. Oh, it's so cute.
And you, Mizuki Kuranushi, I will call you Big Big Sis.
Big Sis.
Still, just as confusing.
This is so cute. Mizuki is BB's clone. Date already knows this. BB told him. But Kizuna and Leon don't know this yet. They just think they're sisters. Thanks, Aiba. It's Kizzy. And what time is it?
Why do you ask?
No reason.
It is currently 4:25 a.m. Daybreak is close.
Why are you here?
I told you that we wanted to run away together.
And I wanted to be with Leon.
I got a call from my old pal Date.
I asked him to unlock something for me.
Are you talking about the freezer?
No, I got that open on the 13th.
It was a different lock this time.
Anyway, that is when we met with Date and the woman he was with.
The woman? I was there too.
I've known her for a long time. She's a former coworker from back when I was doing bad stuff. Back then, I used to call her Quartz.
Hey, don't just blurt that out.
Mizuki's name comes from crystal. The kanji for crystal can be read as Mizuki.
Crystals are the solid form of silicon dioxide, a mineral.
Thank you for the info dump about crystals.
Most often recognized as quartz.
Wait, so you were in a Thieves Guild, BB?
The snow isn't letting up.
Don't change the subject. Okay, I'll ask again. What's the deal with the corpse? Why is it in the freezer?
It's better that you see for yourself.
Let me just show you.
Another corpse?
No, not one more.
Not one at all.
It's half.
Yeah? Oh. Oh, okay, you're gonna show me the other half of this half. Okay. So now this Mizuki gets to know all of the information.
So, you finished reading the file.
Yeah.
Now do you understand? Now you know whose left half is in the freezer. Jin. Jin Furue. That's what he really looks like.
And this body?
Uru Somizuki. Terror. He murdered 3 people 6 years ago. Jin, Chikara, and Andy's Kameji.
That outfit was so hard to move in. With the wireframe and all the stuffing.
Me and Kizuna aren't here right now. We split it, probably.
They're not going far away, are they?
They should be fine. They said they were going to think hard about where to go. I don't need to explain it. You should already know.
Jin Furue, the child of Tokiko and Chikara.
He was born with a rare and complicated disease. It caused inoperable tumors to grow in the right half of his body.
Jin might have had it worst of all. He got his first transplant when he was really young. I don't think he wanted to take organs from Uru.
Remember what it said in Uru's diary? He said he wanted to apologize.
I think he is referring to Jin. So you think the transplant was done against Jin's will? I'm not positive, but that's just the feeling I get.
Jin was just a baby. He didn't have any say in any of this. Baron pervert! Oh man.
Only a few hours ago, around 1 a.m.
I asked Leon to open the door to the staircase.
So the lock you mentioned earlier.
That's right. The lock to the staircase door.
Jin wasn't the one who broke into an orphanage and tranked a child.
That's when I asked them about their plans to run away together.
Then the four of us headed down the stairs. Leon carried Kizuna down.
And that's when we found the corpse on the ritual platform.
How did you find out?
I used Marco's X-ray function.
Marco!
Marco? The name of my AI ball in my left eye.
Let me see Marco!
He's pretty shy. He doesn't talk much.
Why are they keeping Marco from me?
Unlike someone else I know.
Excuse me, are you talking about me?
Let me see Marco!
I know Iba really well. We were partners 6 years ago. When I was hired at Abyss, I was supposed to get Marco transplanted into my left eye. But he wasn't finished yet. So instead, I got Iba.
But Iba and Date.
Yeah, Iba and Date were kind of fighting at the time. And I needed to see if I was compatible with an AI ball at all, so...
I see. I apologize. I do not remember anything from back then.
Because of the explosion, right?
Yes.
It's kinda sad. I made so many memories with you, Iba.
Well, you see, I was so preoccupied with my work.
No, it was because you tried watching VR porn while Iba was still in your left eye.
Oh my
It
god!
does sound like something that would make me very angry.
I told you a million times, it was just a watermelon splitting video.
Just a watermelon splitting video.
I wanted to ask Shoma about the genetic experiments, so I visited him.
And I looked like Gen, so it didn't raise any concerns.
He told me a lot.
About his body and his older sister. And about the hidden safe.
That's what we came here for. Wait, Shoma has an older sister?
Yeah,
You know her well.
Kizuna and Iris's friend.
A mermaid at Sunfish Pocket.
A mame doi.
Really? I can't really say anything more than what's in the file. Uru Somazuki. He's the child that was kidnapped from Iowan when he was 6.
It was Chikara and Tokiko who took him. They wanted to make him Jin Furue's donor.
So for over a decade, they did surgery after surgery, giving more and more of Uru to Jin. Half of his face, too.
The skin he lost was replaced by an artificial skin made of carbon chitin. Half his face was transplanted onto Jin's as well.
Right. And it was only half because Jin had a percent-shaped birthmark on the left side of his face.
I mentioned it in Ryuki's chapters for the reveal that she went to Mimi. I imagined Iba in a hamster form running away from home carrying a little bindle. Oh my lord. I remember Iba being with Boss. And not in Date's eye.
A holy symbol for the Order of Percent. It was considered sacred.
And Chikara, being a devoted follower, couldn't get himself to rip that skin off.
Which is why the left half of Jin's face was left untouched.
And after all those transplants, Jin's body ended up being cut in half.
6 years later, February of this year, Uru's body was cut in half.
So what was discovered was Jin's right half and Uru's left half.
Jin and Uru are essentially mirror images of one another.
So when the police were identifying Uru's body, they got their DNA sample to compare against from Jin's organs.
And because those were originally taken from Uru, it naturally follows that they match.